YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. It is Saturday, Jordan Saturday. I mean, it was the morning that I had, maybe a lot of sneakerheads had, man. It was very frustrating, and I'm going to get into that pickup last. Random Nike socks, I mean, use these for work. Real comfortable, not really expensive, you know what I mean? Anyway, I just threw that in there because I just got a six-pack. Just copped the sixer. Going down to the kegger. Nah, I'm only playing. Live Strong. Always buy one of these. Got like a whole drawer full of them. Anybody want one? Hit me up. I always had a lot of family members lost to cancer, stuff like that. And yeah, so I buy one of these every time, man, and I will continue to do that. So always support, you know, cancer research, stuff like that, man. People need that. Got this off of eBay for a really good price. It is a stain and water repellent for suede and nubuck. Use this for the Wolf Gray 5s, my black 5s, a couple other pairs, my pair of Tims I have. I didn't want to mess them up with a cheaper, you know, version, whatever. So this will work. But yeah, it did not change the color or anything like that. Really, really good stuff, man. Kiwi, like the fruit, but not. All right. Got a new movie. It's called War 4. Ayatollah Rest in the Sky. Anyway, it's a graph flick, and this is one of the most anticipated graffiti movies ever, according to this movie. According to itself, it is saying it's very dope. Now, but I heard about it, saw it on eBay for a pretty good price. Anybody who's into graffiti, stuff like that, like I grew up into graffiti, spent a lot of time with colorful hands, stuff like that, paint all over my clothes, going out of the house at 3 o'clock in the morning and coming back at 5. It's funny, man, when you're walking around downtown in the city at, you know, 3:45 in the morning, it's like the city's yours. It's such an aspiring feeling, man. There's no noise. It's like silent. Dressed in all black, and you're just pretty much writing your name wherever you can. You know, like I said, I grew up, so I can't do that anymore. But yeah, if it was legal, man, I would love to do it. You know what I mean? But Officer Johnson and his cronies, they don't really take kindly to that, so I had to stop. And it came with a pack of stickers. We're about to open them up here. It looks like we got a Montana paint sticker. The best paint you could possibly get. Montana. Another Montana sticker. Very expensive paint from overseas. It actually comes with fat caps on it when you buy it, which is unbelievable. You got an Obey Giant Shepherd Ferry. Andre the Giant Joan, and Crink. Crink is a brand of ink and markers that was actually designed by KR. That's like his autograph type thing up there. And there's an Obey. Kind of weird. But yeah. That's the KR autograph for Crink. So, that's that. Now, let me tell my story about Jordan Saturday. This morning, everybody that works at Foot Locker and Foot Action, let me holler at you for a second. I know people are calling you up crazy, trying to be your friend to get these kicks, right? But like, I spend a lot of money, and not saying anybody else doesn't, and I'm not saying I'm big baller, you know, sneak geeks, dude, that cops every pair that comes out. I'm not. But like, I spend a lot of money. Like, don't play me like a nut. Like, don't tell me you got 2 11.5s, and then I show up early, and I get there, first one in line, and you tell me you don't have any 11.5s. Just tell me that, you know, your homie who works there got them, or your homie that you know you're putting them aside for. Don't play me like a nut, because I'm going to get mad, and it's just not right. So I went to a mall real far from my crib to cop these, and they didn't have them. 2 stores didn't have a size 11 and a half, who said they had them. Not they were going to hold them for me, but if I got early enough, I'd get them. So I had to backtrack, and I had to get on my, like, my hunter type shit, you know what I mean? Like, I had to put on the real bright sneakers, I had to get on the camouflage, I had to get out the, you know, the shoddy, and I had to think like a hunter, you know what I mean? I had to get out the deer piss and start, no, I'm like playing, but for real, I had to get on my like, grown man, you know, Dookie Howser MD computer shit and find a pair, because it was starting to get me mad. So I started calling all Foot Lockers, all Foot Actions, and I was getting the runaround. One dude left me on hold for 15 minutes, so I went to his store, walk in, don't say a word to nobody, and the phone is off the hook laying on the table. And I almost lost it, guys. I really had to tone it down. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to go to the joint. But long story short, I almost gave up. I couldn't believe these True Blues were selling out like this. So I'm like, man, there's a finish line. It didn't even open early. Let me go check. So I walk around. Here's me. Walking around. Come around the corner. I walk in and I'm like 11 and a half. I'm all out of breath because I'm, you know what I mean, I'm a fat ball. So I walk around and I'm like, yo, man, you got a size 11 and a half? He's like, yeah, I got one, man. What are you all out of breath for? And I'm like, you don't understand. He had one pair in a mangled box, straight up mingled. But I did get my pair, size 11 and a half. Now, I know everybody's doing videos on these right now. But let me just say, and of course everybody knows, it has very nice paper, it has a pamphlet, comes in a very vintage box. I could care less about any of this stuff, but let me just say that they're nice. And they don't have the mangled toe that the other one had, the scuffle toe. Just look at these kicks, man. I mean, they're so nice. Just check these joints out, man. I'm so happy right now. I mean, like, I couldn't be any happier. Like, these are incredible. So, it is what it is. I got my sneaks, people. I can rest easier. But you know what's funny? Like, as I'm running around looking for these shoes, like, I started really getting upset. Like, I was getting so mad, dude. Like, I don't know if anybody else had an issue like this today with these, but I absolutely refused to pay over retail on any of these Jordans. And I don't know if these were they had to be a general release, man. Every store had them. Don't try to tell me they were that crazy, like, but anyway, released in 09 internationally, and I couldn't get them. So I finally got my pair, people. Alright, want to give a shout out to Dubstep Slap 415. Dude is off the chain with videos, man. Really catching up on everybody, man. I mean, he kind of started late, but man, he came on strong. And always has really nice sneakers, man. And a definite good person, man, like a good dude. And I'm always about you know, associating myself with good people. And people that have heart, and you know, he just did some really nice things for people that I've noticed, and that's what got me watching his videos in the first place. And you know, I just want to, you know, give big ups to him for being a good dude, man, a good person. And you know, karma's a bitch, man. I learned that the hard way. You do enough dirt, and eventually, you know, you get dirty. So you know, it happens, and I'm a big believer in that. And he's a good dude, man. And Dubstep Slap 415. So you probably all are subscribed to him already anyway, but if not, definitely subscribe. And Hearts and Souls, man. Hearts and Souls, big ups, man. Dude has a really nice collection of shoes. Always has heat. Like, he pulled out the Supreme Blazers, like, you know, Tiffs. I just said Tiffs. I can't believe I just said Tiffs. Tiffany Dunks. Man, I'm not like that dude to say Tiffs, but yeah, really crazy kicks. Yeah, a couple people I wanted to give shout outs to, man. Trying to get different views on these joints. Let me just fade out. Alright, everybody. Rate, subscribe, comment. Remember that? Peace.